सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति कुमुद संत गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति शरण त्रिविक्रम महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति भूषण भागवत महाराज की जय। जय पूजनीय त्रिदंडी पादगण की जय। समागत श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वंदे अहम श्री गुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। भुजे सव्यवेणुं शिरसि शिखिपिच्छं कटितटे दुकूलं नेत्रान्ते सहचरकटाक्षं विदधते सदा श्रीमद्वृन्दावनवसति लीलापरिचयो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे। वन्दे नन्दव्रजस्त्रीणां पादरेणुम् अभिक्ष्णशः यासां हरिकथोद्गीतं पुनाति भुवनत्रयं भक्त्या विहीन अपराधलक्षै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी त्वां शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नुमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। भूमौ स्खलितपादानां भूमिरेव यवलम्बनं त्वय्यजातयपराधानां त्वमैव शरणं प्रभो। वागीशा यस्य वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्या च वक्ष्यासि यस्यास्ते हृदये संवित्तं नृसिंहम् अहं भजे। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter. Yesterday we heard that Brahma, who is the creator of all the living entities, he is infatuated by the Maya of the Lord. He could not previously identify Krishna to be the Supreme Lord, but when he submitted to the Supreme Lord, by his grace he could understand the real identity. The Lord is presenting himself as a cowherd boy. He appeared as a cowherd boy. But Brahma had a very different understanding of Supreme Lord. Those who are completely entrapped in the Aishwarya Bhav, the mood of reverence, they cannot understand the Madhurya form, the sweet form of Supreme Lord. So, Brahma, he was used to seeing the Lord in only the four-handed form. He could not identify that the Lord can also have a cowherd-like form where sweetness is predominant. But when he has submitted to the Lord has very kindly revealed himself to him. This itself shows one of the very, very special quality, characteristic of Supreme Lord. That is, even though Brahma had committed offense at the feet of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna by lifting the cowherd boys and the calves, he approached with a challenging mood that itself is offensive to the Lord. But on top of it, the Lord always is the devotees, the associates are very, very dear to the Lord. And if anybody does any kind of harm to the associates or his devotees, to the sadhus, the Lord cannot tolerate. But yet, he kindly forgave the offenses of Brahma and he revealed his identity. Because when one is surrendered totally, the Lord will not see the past of that particular person, what he has done. The Lord does not carry any grudge, any personal vengeance against anyone. He is having equal vision on everyone. Ye prapadyante te tarante. Whoever submits to me, I shall rescue to them. Even when Vibhishana came to Lord Ramachandra to take his shelter, all the monkey army, Angada, Sugriva, Vanara, etc., they all told, my dear Lord, you should not, give shelter to this fellow. He is the spy of Ravana. He has come to, check our army and he is assisting, he has come to assist Lord the Ravana. Don't give shelter to him. Ramachandra told, my dear, monkey army, Vanaras, what to speak of Vibhishana? Even if Ravana comes to me and, takes shelter of me, I shall immediately forgive him. This is my quality. I cannot help but, give shelter to those who have those who have taken my surrender. Even though Ravana has stolen my own internal potency, Sita Devi, but still, if he comes and falls at my feet, he takes my shelter, I am bound to give shelter to him. I cannot help this. So the Supreme Lord is so magnanimous and he is so, merciful that he does not consider the past of any person. We count on, oh, this fellow was like this fellow, I know this fellow, oh, he is like this, she is like this. But the Lord does not carry any such opinion on anybody. Purva itihas bhulinu sakal, seva sukha pe mani. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing in his Kirtan, I have forgotten my past. Purva itihas bhulinu sakal, seva sukha pe mani. And now I am enjoying, relishing the bliss in serving the Supreme Lord. We should not carry the past with us. Past is past, just leave it. But we have to totally submit to Supreme Lord and try to serve him, by which we will be situated in the true bliss. Brahmaji, after realizing his ignorance and grave offense to Lord's lotus feet, he is offering prayers to the Lord. The easiest and the best way to please the Supreme Lord is to sing his glories. We are speaking Hari Katha. What is Hari Katha? To sing the glories of Supreme Lord. Ordinary people say preaching. It is not preaching. We are not preachers. We are reciting the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna for our own welfare. Hari Katha is not to educate others. Hari Katha is not to teach others. Hari Katha is to sing the glories of Supreme Lord, by which the Lord is pleased. If the Lord is pleased, then automatically everyone else gets pleased. And whoever is listening to that Hari Katha, by the purity of the chanter of Hari Katha, will automatically, be seated in the heart of the, it will be communicated automatically through the heart. Therefore, we are not preachers. We are singing the glories in order to please the Supreme Lord. We are speaking Hari Katha in the public to so many people, but the word preaching, rather than that, it is better that we are singing the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna for his, pleasure. Brahma, Krishna is called Stotra Priya. He is the hymns, the glorification, the praises are very, very dear to him. The easiest way is, to sing the glories. So Brahmaji is offering his prayers. Naumidya te abhravapushe tadidambaraya gunjavatang saparipichalasan mukhaya vanyashraje kavalavetra vishana venu lakshmashriye mridupade pashupangajaya. Shri Brahma kahilen, Hey Jagadvandya, O worshipper of all entire universe, Navina Ghanashyama Vigraha, you have got a beautiful form that has the color of the clouds, freshly formed clouds. Tadider Nai Pitabastradhari, and you are wearing yellow garments which are dazzling like the lightning in the sky, the thunderbolt in the sky, the thunder in the sky. Goparajanandir Nityaputra, and you are eternal servant of Nanda Maharaj. আপনার वदनमंडल गुंज विरचित कर्णभूषण ओ चूड़ाग्रवर्ती शिखिपुच्छे दीप्यमान. Your beautiful face is decorated with, the gunjamala. You have the gunjamala, that is you are wearing as earrings, and above the hair also you have the gunjamala, that is surrounding the, what is that called, tuft of hair. And shikhipucha, you have got a peacock feather tucked into it. Galadeshe vanamala, and your neck is decorated with the garland of forest flowers. Haste dadimishhrita annagras, in your hand is the yogurt rice. Vitra, and you also have a cane. Vishana Venu Prabhriti Dwara Apnar Param Shobha Hoiya Che, and your decorations of the horn and the Venu flute, they are, completely enhancing your beauty. Apnar Sri Charana Jugal Atishay Komal, your lotus feet are very, very tender. Ami apnar stav kortechi, I am offering my prayers unto you. Brahma, who could not understand, comprehend the beautiful form of Nandanandana Sri Krishna, whom he had made a very sarcastic remark, what is this, a cowherd boy, my own created being? He doesn't have even proper clothes to wear. He doesn't know how to eat, and his friends does not know how to behave with him. This fellow is God, but now the same form, he is appreciating the beauty of it. Why? Because when the Supreme Lord does not reveal himself, then nobody will be able to understand him. If one has got even a faint contact with Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, even the faintest, contact, if one has got, then one cannot but get completely attracted by his beauty, and such a person will never have any attraction to any of the material things. Whether we have really got attraction to the transcendence or not, whether we have really got the taste of the transcendental platform or not, can be seen by how much detachment we have got to this material objects and material world and material relations. If we have no detachment, if we still have attachment, then understand that we have not yet come even the faintest contact with the transcendental realm. Now, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, एही चतुर्दश अध्याये भक्ति ज्ञान महान ऐश्वर्य और माधुर्य रूप सिंधुते पतित हइया ब्रह्मा श्रीकृष्णेर प्रीति सम्पादनेर निमित्त स्तुति करें एवं ताते प्रश्न उत्तर वर्णित हइयाछे. In this particular chapter, we are going to hear how Brahma is completely diving deep into the ocean of devotion, ocean of knowledge, ocean of the opulences of Supreme Lord and the sweetness of the Lord. Brahmaji is diving deep into the ocean of devotion, knowledge pertaining to devotion, and the sweetness and the opulences of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And thus he is singing the glories of Supreme Lord in order to please him. Any activity that we do to please Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, that is called bhakti. Any activity, even though externally devotion, but the objective is to gratify the senses, it cannot be called as devotion. Atmendriya priti vancha kare, Atmendriya priti vancha कहे काम. Krishnendriya priti vancha dhare prem naam. Any activity, Atmendriya priti vancha, with a desire to fulfill one's own sense organs, the name of it is called kama. It is called kama, lust. Anything that is performed to fulfill one's own sensual desires is kama. Krishnendriya priti vancha dhare prema naam. And anything done for the pleasure of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is prem, love. There is a lot of difference between love and lust. Lust is totally material, it is ignorance. Kama ajnana timir, prema ujjvala bhaskar. Kama, lust, is ajnana timir, means it is the deep darkness, ignorance. And prema ujjvala bhaskar, and love is like a shining sky, sun. No ignorance there. So, when one performs any activity for the pleasure of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, it can be called as devotion. We are chanting 16 rounds, 32 rounds, maybe 62 rounds, 64 rounds. In order to show to others how great we are, always we are chanting the holy name. It is not Krishnendriya priti vancha. It is not done for the pleasure of Krishna. It is to get mundane name and fame. It is, we are chanting. It is a devotional limb, but it cannot be called as devotion because the objective is not to please Supreme Lord. Objective is to please our own ego, our own sense organs. We are cooking for the Lord, but oh, this is very tasty, I will cook this. We are keeping ourselves as the center and preparing something, offering to the Lord, but we are the center there. That is not called prem, that is lust. Any devotional activity, we are playing mridanga, we are playing kartal. Oh, this Prabhu plays kartal so nicely. This Prabhu plays mridanga. So we are exhibiting so many art, so much art in our, playing of mridanga, only to gain some mundane name and fame. Even though externally it is devotion, it is not giving any pleasure to Supreme Lord. It is only contained in this Brahmanda material universe. So here Brahmaji is offering prayers in order to please Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. If the Lord is pleased, automatically we will be pleased. We don't have to do any special effort to please ourselves. The Lord is Rishikesha. Rishikesha means he who is the master of all the senses. If the master is pleased, then the servant will automatically be pleased. If the boss in the company is pleased, the company has, earned so many revenues in the financial year, it has become top 5 companies. What do you call Fortune 100, Fortune 10, whatever they call. The Fortune 10 company. Then the boss is automatically pleased. He will announce, okay, there is a lot of bonus for all the employees. Isn't it? Because the boss is pleased. So if we do for the boss, if the boss is pleased, then automatically all are pleased. Any special effort to please our own self, we will only, face various troubles, hurdles, miseries, but no actual bliss is possible. Ratna samuher parichayhino amar ratner vanijya koribar abhilashe sajjanagan parihas kurun tahate ami lajjit nahi jehetu iha amar atmatushtir nimitto. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling that a person who has no knowledge of the precious gems, precious gems, Ratna, you don't know? Precious stones like green stone, maroon stone, very precious stones. A person who has no knowledge of these precious stones, if he starts a business of it, what do you call him? Fool? So may the devotees or sajjanas, those who are, greatly learned, they may call me a fool because I don't know how to please Supreme Lord. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling that to write commentaries on Brahma's prayers to Supreme Lord is not my business because I am totally unaware of it. I have no knowledge of it. But still, I am putting effort, I am endeavoring to write commentaries to this for my own pleasure. May people laugh at me. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling that may people laugh at me, but I am writing the commentaries for my own pleasure. Own pleasure means not other than Krishna's pleasure. I am doing this for the pleasure of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. If people laugh at me thinking that, oh, you don't know how to, you cannot identify which stone is what. If someone comes to me and tells that, what is this stone, I have no knowledge and I start a stone business, I am like that. So Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is very humbly saying that I have no knowledge of any divinity, of Brahma offering prayers. I have no entry into it, but still for my own welfare I am doing this. This is the mood to approach the spiritual topics. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is giving us instruction how to approach the spiritual subject matters, not like what Brahma did in a challenging mood. Yes, I have knowledge of Sanskrit. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is not a less learned person. He is a scholar in Sanskrit language. But he is approaching the subject matters in a very, very humble manner because they cannot be revealed with any mundane arrogance. Spiritual subject matters will get revealed only by submission and by humility. The humility is the first character of submission. Dainya Atmanivedana Goptritve Varana Avashya Rakshive Krishna Vishwasa Palan Anukulyasya Sankalpa Pratikulya Varchanam. These are the 6 symptoms of Sharanagati, surrender, of which Dainya, humility, we will talk about these things as we go ahead, but humility is one of the 6 symptoms of Sharanagati. If there is no humility, Sharanagati is not possible. That will be only lip service. Oh, I am surrendered. But it will not be actual. It has to come from here. If it has to come from here, one has to be humble. श्रीमद् गुरुदेवेर पादपद्मेर ध्यानमात्र अवलंबन करिया आमार मन ब्रह्मस्तव रूप समुद्र पार होइते इच्छा करिते छे. By taking one pointed shelter of the lotus feet of my revered Guru, I want to dive into these prayers of Brahma. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling, because I have no knowledge, I have no ability, but by taking shelter of the lotus feet of my Guru, I want to dive into the prayers that Lord Brahma has offered. Why? Because Brahma's prayers, after realizing Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, his actual identity, the prayers that he has offered, they are very, very deep, very educative spiritually, and they are also talking about the transcendence, the transcendental plane. How Brahma could understand. Earlier he was telling, oh, these are cowherd boys and cowherd girls and women, men, all ordinary, my created beings. But now he is able to understand they are not, less fortunate persons. All those Brajavasis are greatly fortunate because they get the association of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna always. निखिल सच्चिदानंद स्वरूपेर मूलभूत श्री नंदनंदन के साक्षात अनुभव करत ताहाते उद्भूत भक्तिनिष्ठ ब्रह्मा ताहारे वर्णना करते नवमी इत्यादि. Here Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling that Nandanandan Sri Krishna is the fountainhead or the root of all the Satchidananda Swarupas. What is Satchidananda Swarupa? Sat, Chit and Ananda, eternal, knowledgeable and blissful. Whose form is Satchidananda? The Lord's form is Satchidananda. Only Lord's form is Satchidananda. All the other gods, they have material bodies. All the demigods, they have got material bodies. They have to take birth, they have to die, they have to perform penance again to become Indra, Chandra, etc. But only Lord's form is Satchidananda. There is no material body to the Lord. So, Nikhil Satchidananda Swarupa, there are many Satchidananda forms. How many? Krishna has infinite incarnations. He has so many incarnations. All these forms are Satchidananda. Rama, Varaha, Nrishingha, Vamana, Rama, Parashurama, Balarama, whatever incarnations are there, they are all Satchidananda, they are all transcendental. But Moolabhuta, who is the cause of all these Satchidananda forms? Nandanandana Krishna. That is the son of Nanda Maharaj. The cowherd boy Krishna is the root of all these Satchidananda forms. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Parameshwar is Krishna. Now, ontologically there is no difference between Narayana, Hari, Krishna, Nrishingha, Rama, etc. Ontologically there is no difference. There is difference only in pastimes. In some, sweetness is predominant, in others, the Aishwarya, opulence is predominant. So, Nandanandan Sri Krishna, the cowherd boy, is in the root of all other Satchidananda forms, of all other forms of the Lord. Navami, I offer my obeisances to that form which is the root of all forms. How did Brahma come to know this? Brahma saw that all these cowherd boys are nothing but four-handed Narayanas. All these calves, they are all four-handed Narayanas. The Lord and His associates, they are all transcendental. They are Satchidananda. Even the Sakhas, the friends, the Sakhis, the female consorts, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, they are all transcendental. They are all Satchidananda. That is why the Brahmaji is telling that I offer my obeisances to the eternal servant of Nanda Maharaj. I am not offering obeisance to any ordinary son, the eternal son. He idyo ekkhane drushta abrahma stabda parjanta sarvavastu hoite vasudeva sahasrer अंशी रूपे तुम्ही एकमात्र स्तुतिर पात्र अतएव ते नौमी तुम्हार उद्देश्य प्रणाम करी अर्थात स्तुतिर द्वारा तुम्हाके अभिलाष करी. हे इड्य मीन्स ओ वर्शिपेबल. You are worshipable. By whom? By whom are you worshipable? He is telling that Abrahma stabda parjanta, starting from Brahma down to the immobile creatures, means where the consciousness is very, very little awakened. There is no fully awakened consciousness. So Abrahma stabda parjanta, right from the immobile creatures up to Brahma, you are the only worshipable Lord. It's not like for some there is one object of worship, for some others there is another object of worship. No, you are the object of worship of all the living entities. Why? वासुदेव सहस्रेर अंशी रूपे तुम्ही एकमात्र स्तुतिर पात्र. You are the Anshi. Anshi means from whom all the Anshas, expansions come into existence. He who is the root of all expansions or all incarnations is called as Anshi. There are so many Vasudevas. You are in the root of all these Vasudevas. Therefore, where should one give water? The root of the tree. Not to the branches, not to the twigs, not to the leaves and the flowers and the fruits. The water is to be offered at the root, and automatically the root will distribute it everywhere. In a similar manner, you are at the root of all incarnations. I was thinking my Vasudeva, Narayana, is the most worshipable form. But now I realized that that form has also emanated from you only. So I am offering my obeisances to you. अर्थात स्तुतिर द्वारा तोमके अभिलाष करी. By offering my prayers to you, I want to attain you. Brahmaji is telling, attaining Lord means attaining his service. To attain his service is our objective. Brahma is telling that by offering prayers to you, I want to attain you. এখানে পত্যে শেতে ইত্যাদি প্রয়োগের ন্যায় চতুর্থী হইয়াছে, এই স্তুতি তোমাকে প্রদান করিতেছি, এই অর্থ. I am offering these prayers to you means my prayers are for your purpose, for your pleasure. I am not, praying in order to, exhibit my learning. This is an offering to you. The prayers as an offering to you. Whatever we perform, it should be as an offering to Supreme Lord. Yad karosi, yad asnasi, yad juhosi, dadasiyat. Yad tapasyasi kaunteya, tad kurushve madarpanam. Whatever you do, charity, penance, sacrifice, vow, whatever you do it as an offering to me, not for anything other than that, not for any material pleasure. Only do it as an offering to me. So Brahmaji is telling that I am offering these prayers at your lotus feet. This is an offering to you. Means whatever scholarship, whatever education, whatever quality one has got, it has to be utilized in the service of Supreme Lord only. It has to be offered to the Lord only. Then only that particular quality of ours would have become the actual purpose of that quality would have been met. अथवा তোমাকেই প্রাপ্ত হইবার জন্য বা সুপ্রসন্ন করিবার নিমিত্ত আমি তোমাকে নমস্কার করিতেছি. Or you can say that I am offering these prayers to please you. Yasmin tushte sarvamidam tushtam bhavati. If the Lord is pleased, everyone else is automatically pleased. There is no necessity of individually trying to please each and every individual unit of the Lord. Tasmin tushte jagat tushtam prinate prinatam jagat. If the Lord is pleased, jagat tushtam, the entire world is pleased. The entire world is pleased. If the Lord is pleased, and for example, let's say someone else is not pleased, what is the loss for us? On the other hand, if everyone is pleased but the Lord is not pleased, what is the use of such? Understand? If the Lord is pleased, and someone else is not pleased, we are not at we are not at loss. But if the Lord is not pleased and everyone else is pleased, we have nothing to gain. We have not gained anything, uselessly spent. So I am offering my obeisances in order to please you. अभ्रवपुषै तड़िदंबराय श्यामल मेघवर्ण तुम्हार देह कांति ताते पीतवर्ण विद्युत सदृश तुम्हार बसंत थाकाय बोध होइतेछे जे प्रखर रवि किरणे अत्यंत संतापित व्यक्ति जेमन नव जलधर दर्शने ও বর্ষণে সন্তাপ দূর করিয়া থাকে, কিংবা পিপাসায় রুদ্ধকণ্ঠ চাতক যেমন নব নীরদের अवलोकने बा वर्षणे जीवन प्राप्त होइया थाके, तद्रूप भव दावानले अत्यंत संतप्त जीवेर संताप हरण ओ भक्त चातकेर जीवन तुम्हें प्रदान करितेछ. So अब्रवपुषे तड़िदंबराया is used in this verse. Brahma is telling अब्रवपुषे means you have the color like the clouds in the sky. Tadid ambaraya, and on top of it there is a lightning in the sky. You are wearing the yellow garments, which is like the dazzle that is in the sky. So Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling, just like when there is hot summer, scorching heat, when there is scorching heat, and suddenly if you find the clouds in the sky, will you be pleased or not? How many are not pleased by this? If there is scorching heat and suddenly you see the clouds are getting together, the dark clouds, then everyone will be happy. And particularly when you see the lightning, wow, for sure it is going to rain today. So Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling that Bhakta Chataka, the devotees are like the Chataka birds. You know Chataka bird? The Chataka bird does not drink anything other than the rainwater. Even if it is not raining, he will die out of thirst, but he will not drink any water other than that. So the Chataka bird is very eagerly waiting for the rainy season. And when the Chataka bird see the clouds in the sky and the lightning, then he becomes very, very merry. He becomes very happy, joyous. Oh, now I am going to get my first drink. So the devotees also in a similar manner, your cloud-like form and on top of it the yellow garments are giving so much pleasure to the devotees. Just like the Chataka birds are pleased. Just like the farmers, they are pleased. The farmers are pleased to see the clouds and the lightning. In a similar manner, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is telling the devotees are pleased. The Chataka bird, who are like the Chataka birds, the devotees are pleased. And also ordinary living entities who are suffering the threefold afflictions in this material world, Sansara Davanala, this material world which is like a forest fire, and the three kinds of miseries, Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, the three kinds of miseries are constantly giving scorching suffering to the living entities. At that time, Ghana Ghanatvam, when there is a torrential rain, what will happen? The heat will be dissipated, the heat will be finished. Suddenly you feel the coolant. In a similar manner, not only the Chataka devotees who are compared to the Chataka birds are greatly pleased by seeing your beautiful form in a cloud color with lightning, yellow garments, but also it gives pleasure to the non-devotees. Why? Because they will be freed from the threefold afflictions. So, my dear Lord, your appearance is so wonderful, so beautiful, and so pleasing, satisfactory for the devotees and for everyone. Just like when the rain comes, we are greatly pleased. In a similar manner, your appearance in this form is pleasing us. गुंजावतांश परिपिच्छल सन्मुखाय गुंजा चूड़ावर्तिनी एवं अवतंश अर्थात कर्णभूषण पुष्प निर्मित चूड़ावर्ती और श्रोत्रवर्ती. The gunja mala, there are gunja flowers that are available in Vrindavan, small flowers, gunja. So Krishna is wearing the earrings made out of the gunja flowers. So Narayana is wearing golden earrings, but Krishna is wearing the earrings of the gunja flower, and he has got a hair, a tuft of hair on the head, and he has also put the gunja flowers around this tuft. So in this manner the Lord is decorated with the gunja flowers. परिपिच्छ बोलिते उत्कृष्ट मयूरपुच्छ चूड़ार अग्रभागे थाकाय उद्भासित होइयाचे वदनमंडल जहार इहाई असाधारण चिह्न. And not only that, you are also putting a peacock feather on the top of your tuft on the front side. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is describing how the Lord is decorated, and by this Vadanamandal, your beautiful face is asadharan chena, is decorated with uncommon decorations. Ordinarily decorations are like beautiful, what do you call, helmet, earrings, nasagre navamauktikam, and here there is also mukta. Krishna is wearing this mukta. These are all decorations. Now in India women decorate themselves with this, but Krishna is the first one who has inaugurated this, who started this. He is the enjoyer. We are not the enjoyers. Krishna is the enjoyer. Nasagre navamoktikam. So kare kankanam, karatale venum kare kankanam. So he is decorated with beautiful ornaments. But now Brahma is not seeing him in that decoration. He is seeing that you are decorated with gunja flowers, and they are uncommon decorations but still so wonderful. याते वैकुंठीय अमूल्य रत्न अलंकार होइतेव वृंदावनीय गुंजादीर उत्कर्ष बोला होइलो. So why is he singing the glories of this? He is telling that even in the Vaikuntha the decorations are very pale in front of these decorations that you are wearing. How can it be possible? In Vaikuntha, Narayana is decorated with such beautiful ornaments, but he is telling that in front of this, insignificant. That decoration has no beauty. This has beauty. How is it possible? How is it possible? Can we appreciate such beauty? Those who are madhurya pradhan, there is sweetness predominant, they don't see any aishwarya, opulence. The gopis, they went to Kurukshetra. In Kurukshetra, Krishna is decorated with beautiful helmet, kaustubhajam, and silk cloths, very royal attire, majestic form he is in. The gopis have come to him, and the gopis are telling Gopinath, Vrindavane chalo Gopinath. Gopinath, let's go to Vrindavan. Here you are in Rajavesh, you are in the majestic form, in a royal form, and there you are in Gopavesh, you are in a cowherd form. We are not liking your royal form, majestic form. Either here, Hathi, Goda, Palaki, there is, the sound of, elephants, royal majestic place. There is the sounds of the trumpets. There is sound of the horns and the horses running in the chariots. The elephants roars, and there Brigapinkanat, the 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 insects of the forest, they are making the sound. Pika and Bringa, the bumblebees, other bees, other insects, they are making beautiful sound. Here Lokaranya, here it is full of so many people. There it is Pushparanya, full of flowers. Here it is full of persons, there it is full of flowers. Therefore, even though you are Nandanandan Krishna and we are same Radha and Gopis, still our meeting here is not as pleasing as our meeting in Vrindavan Dham. They are not attracted to this opulent form. Oh, now my husband has become very rich. We can enjoy the riches of my husband, our husband. No, they are telling, no, we want that Krishna. We don't want this Krishna. Why? A person who has tasted the sweetness of Supreme Lord, they will never get attracted to the majestic form of the Lord. So, in this manner, he is telling that this decoration of forest flowers is very, very beautiful, and whatever is there in Narayana is nothing in front of it. That decoration is nothing in front of it. अर्थात गुंजार कर्णभूषण और चूड़ाग्रवर्ती शिखिपुच्छे तुम्हार वदन मंडल अतिशय शोभमान होइयाचे. Your face is so beautifully decorated with all these things. वन्यश्रजे तुम्हार गलदेशे वृंदावनोद्भूत नाना वर्णेर पत्र पुष्पादिमयी माला रहियाचे. इहाते स्वर्गीय नंदन काननेर पारिजातादि पुष्पेर अपकर्ष द्योतित हईल. Your neck is decorated with beautiful forest flowers. Forest flowers, they don't have any scent. There are different colors are there, but in the forest, you don't find so many scented flowers. In Indraloka, there is a Nandana Kanan, there is a Parijata tree. The Indraloka. In Nandana Kanan is there. Forest, Nandana forest. There is Parijata tree. This Parijata has a very beautiful fragrance. Very beautiful fragrance. That Satyabhama got attracted to this. This in Indra's Nandana Kanan, there is a Parijata tree. My dear Krishna, I want that Parijata tree. Krishna had to bring that Parijata tree from Nandana Kanan to Dwaraka by the desire of Satyabhama. So, beautiful flowers, that scented flowers, telling that in Nandan Kanan, whatever Parijata flowers are there, the scent of it is also, or the decoration with that also is insignificant in front of your decoration with the forest flowers. हस्ते दधिमिश्रित अन्नग्रासदि चिन्हई जहार शोभा. इहाते तुम्हार गोप बालकोचित आचरण रही अन्यान्य आचरण होते श्रेष्ठत्व. When I see time, I just can't proceed further. There are so many things, so beautifully Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is describing here. But all of us are bound by time, unfortunately. I will just translate this and stop. He's telling that in your hands you have got Dadi Mishrit Anna, yogurt rice. And this form of you in which there is yogurt rice means you are a Nanda Gopal, you are a son of a cowherd boy. This cowherd boy form is many, many folds superior to the opulent form. This is an indication, right? Who will carry yogurt rice? Only the cowherd boys. So this is an indication of your cowherd nature as a cowherd boy. This form is so beautiful compared to that. So we will hear in detail tomorrow. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So all of you have got your books, Jagannath Ashtak. Okay, yes. Shri Jagannath Ashtakam. कदाचित् कालिन्दी तट विपिन संगीत तरलो मुदा भीरी नारी वदन कमलास्वाद मधुपः रमा शंभु ब्रह्मा मरपति गणेशार्चित पदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे भुजे सव्य वेणुं शिरसि शिखिपिच्छं कटितटे दुकूलं नेत्रान्ते सहचरि कटाक्षं विदधते च नहीं है सदा श्रीमद्वृंदावन वसति लीला परिचयो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे महाम्बोधे स्थिरे कनकरुचिरे नीलशिखरे वसन् प्रासादान्तः सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना सुभद्रा मध्यस्थः सकल सुर सेवावसरदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे कृपा पारावारः सजल जलद श्रेणिरुचिरो रमावाणी रामः सुरदमल पंकेरुहमुखः सुरेन्द्रैराराध्यः श्रुतिगणशिखा गीतचरितो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे रथारूढ़ो गच्छन् पथि मिलित भूदेव पटलै स्तुति प्रादुर्भावं प्रतिपदम् उपाकरण्य सदयः दया सिन्धुर्बन्धुः सकल जगतां सिन्धु सुतया जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे परं ब्रह्मा पीडः कुवलय दलोत्फुल्ल नयनो निवासी नीलाद्रौ निहित चरणो अनंत शिरसि रसानंदी राधा सरस वपुरालिंगन सुखो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे न वै याचे राज्यं न च कनक माणिक्य विभवं न याचे अहं रम्यां सकल जन काम्यां वरवधुं सदा काले काले प्रमथपतिना गीतचरितो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे हरत्वं संसारं धृततरं असारं सुरपते हरत्वं पापानां विततिं अपरां यादवपते अहो दीने अनाथे निहित चरणो निश्चितमिदं जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जगन्नाथाष्टकं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः शुचि सर्वपाप विशुद्धात्मा विष्णुलोकं सगच्छति श्री चौराग्रगण्य पुरुषाष्टकम ब्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीत चौरम गोपांगणानां च दुकूल चौरम अनेक जन्माजित पाप चौरम चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि श्रीराधिकाया हृदयस्य चौरं नवाम्बुदश्यामलकान्तिचौरं पदाश्रितानां च समस्तचौरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि अकिञ्चनीकृत्य पदाश्रितं यः करोति भिक्षुं पथिगेहहीनं नाप्यहो भीषणचोर इदृक् दृष्टः श्रितो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि यदीयनामापि हरत्यशेषं गिरिप्रसारानपि पापराशिन् आश्चर्यरूपो ननु चौर ईदृग् दृष्टः श्रितो वा न मया कदापि धनं च मानं च ततेन्द्रियाणि प्राणांश्च हित्वा मम सर्वमेव पलायसे कुत्र धृतोऽद्य चौर त्वं भक्तिदाम्नासि मया क्षीणसि घोरं यमपाशबन्धं भिनत्सि भीमं भवपाशबन्धं क्षीणसि सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धं मन्मानसे तामसराशिघोरे कारागृहे दुःखमये निबद्ध लभस्व हे चौरहरे चिराय स्वचौर्यदोषोचितमेव दण्डं कारागृहे वस सदा हृदये मदीये मद्भक्तिपाशदृढबन्धननिश्चलः सन् त्वां कृष्ण हे प्रलयकोटिशतान्तरे अपि सर्वस्वचौरा हृदयं न हि मोचयामि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। सपरिकर श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री श्री राधा गोविंद श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय। जय श्री श्री ब्रह्मस्तव की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम व्रत की जय। व्रत पालन करी भक्तवृंद की जय। समागत हरि कथा श्रवण करी भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।